Coming off of their first win since opening day, the Bravos return home. Hello, everyone, and welcome into Pregame Tomahawk Talk. I'm Adam Gotkin alongside Cam Manna and Nathan Schwartz ahead of the Bourne Braves taking on the Wareham Gatemen. And Cam, for the first time this season, the Braves have a pitcher making his second start of the season in Connor Whitcreft.
And the right time to see that. Back-to-back starts for Ben Bybee. We saw Zane Adams last night going 5 innings, giving the Braves a chance in that tie and a victory. That first start for Connor Whitcreft on opening day went 5 innings, 6 strikeouts, no walks. That's the problem so far for the Bravos pitching staff. That has changed of late, controlling the zone. We see him with the 4-seam, 2-seam slider, commands the zone, works quickly. Another lefty on the arm for the Braves, and when that starting pitching is there to begin, lets the offense get comfortable and get on a roll.
It definitely does. We've seen this offense have some ups and some downs, and really when this offense is at its best, it's producing big innings.
Yeah, with both wins we've seen with Bourne this year, there's been a big inning, and even in that tie against Hyannis, there was a big inning. You look back at the opener, 6-run inning. And then last night, Landon Vitterick with that grand slam in the top half of the second. Even the tie had that 3-run inning with the Garrett Michelle double. So you're starting to see the runs and the hits start to come together, and the scoreboard is reflecting that as well.
And so the Braves looking for their first back-to-back wins of the season. Cam, how important is it to piece together wins in this league?
You love to see consistent wins, especially after 3 straight losses in that one tie. Putting those consistent wins together, and I think we talked about it, that Falmouth win last night just gives you some momentum, and it shows what this team's all about. When you lose 3 straight games, you have the off day, you have the tie, then you come together and you win a game like that going, with a great pitching staff. The offense was there and the Landon Vitterick grand slam. So now you want to put these wins together and really come together right now. Don't want to let things slip, and this is a good opportunity today against a Gateman team that's played some great baseball to begin.
Yeah, Gateman team that has played some very good baseball this year. We'll get into that a little bit more in a little. Pregame Tomahawk Talk rolls on. We continue now here on Pregame Tomahawk Talk. I'm Adam Gotkin alongside Jack Penney out of Notre Dame. And Jack, you are a returner to this league. You played in Orleans last summer. What's it been like transitioning now to Bourne?
Not that different, actually. I had the full summer, 2 months down in Orleans last summer, and I had a great time. But I pretty much brought every routine, everything that I did before the game and into the game during BP and everything, just my mindset going into the game. I pretty much brought everything over back here to Bourne, and it really hasn't changed, except for the people that I'm surrounded with in the community. But I haven't really felt that much different because the community here and my teammates here and the coaches here are amazing too. So it's really just nice to be back down in the Cape and playing baseball in there in the summer.
It's not that often that we see players return to the Cape, especially guys like you who played about 40 games. Yeah. How does that experience help you out, and how have you tried to help out some of the younger guys on this team?
Yeah, like I just mentioned, the routines that I have bringing into the game and before the game, it helps me settle into each day and have that routine of playing every day. And I'm hoping that it rubs off on some of the guys, especially the freshmen, sophomores here that are here for the first time, going through all these games. And it's a long summer to play 2 months, but I think if you can break it down day by day and know that what you want to get out of each day, you can accomplish things piece by piece.
Do you think it's important for you as a player to be playing an entire summer and continuing to play and not just go back and work out?
I think it's more important to do the whole summer playing as best you can. I think part of my philosophy is you got to work through soreness in the gym especially, and if you're going to take a few days off, you're not going to really find that rhythm, I think. And that's why I enjoyed the summer last year so much, because I was playing every day and I was into it every day. I wasn't taking breaks and doing things like that and just taking a day off. But I think it's more important to actually play every day and stress your body that much, because it'll get used to playing that much.
Something I'm sure that you saw last summer was, as the year goes on, as the season goes on, a lot of guys' powers start to come. This team has struggled a little bit so far to hit extra base hits. What goes into just starting to hit for power in this league?
I think to start, you just got to get your mind right. I think we're all getting used to the wood bats again in the first couple of weeks, as everyone knows. But I think the biggest thing is having that mindset in the box. I think once you get your confidence back and get your good mindset in the box of what you normally do, I think guys will get better swings off and catch the ball out front more. And I don't think, because the power is definitely there. There's guys who have it. You just need to get in that rhythm again, I think.
And Coach Landers has talked about just being gritty and at bats right now, trying to work deep into counts. Yeah. What's that like when you're actually in the box, just trying to be gritty?
Yeah, I try to have it show more when there's runners on base, and that's another thing that we've struggled with so far, getting guys in to get some runs across the board when we have guys in scoring position. But having that grit is really, really important, because it grinds the pitchers down. And you're not going to face a guy, he's not going to throw the whole night, but you want to get in that bullpen as soon as possible. And I think that just grinding pitches, seeing one more pitch with 2 strikes, it adds to the pressure on the defensive end, and you can get more things across, hopefully, in runners in scoring position.
All right, well, Jack, thank you very much. Pregame Tomahawk Talk rolls on. Counting down the minutes until first pitch here at Durham Park. I'm Adam Gotkin, now joined by the beat reporter for the Bourne Braves, Sean Brennan. Ahead of the Bravos taking on the Gatemen. And Sean, this Wareham team so far this season has been the most powerful offense in the league.
Absolutely. They lead the league in extra base hits. And what's funny is that only 2 of those are home runs. 11 doubles, 3 triples. Brendan Summerhill, Jace Reinhart, and Michael Lippy each recording a triple this season. So we saw extra base hits, mainly home runs, do the Bravos in the past, and might not expect to see a ton of home runs tonight, but definitely a lot of knocks going for extra bases.
And on the other side of things for this Wareham Gatemen pitching staff, there have been a lot of struggles so far this season.
Yeah, the worst ERA in the league, the second highest WHIP. They're allowing a .268 batting average to opposing hitters. A little bit of a struggle, but Cole Lehman, the starter today, he had a great outing against Falmouth. Second game of the season, went 5 innings, had 5 Ks, only 2 base runners. So that's a little bit of a bright spot, and I think we're in for a good pitching matchup. Obviously, Connor Whitgriff going on the mound for the Bravos. He was their opening night starter, also went 5 innings with 6 Ks, so I'm excited to watch that for sure.
Lehman at a Lehigh, it was incredible this past year in the spring and has had a really strong start for the summer. One more for you, Sean. We've really seen this with Bourne the last couple of days, but when a pitcher can go 5 innings and have a quality start, that is a massive part of a winning ball game.
Oh, absolutely, and Landon Viderick, who hit the grand slam yesterday, that really put the game away for the Bravos, said it. It's really nice when, there's times when your offense might have a slow start that you have that pitching behind you. Makes it just a lot easier and a lot more comfortable for that lineup.
All right, well, thank you very much, Sean. First pitch coming up in just a minute.